What's up YouTube? My name is Gilly and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about technique and form, and I'm super excited to get into it. Alright, so the first thing we got to cover is how you hold the disc in your hand. What I do is I take my hand like this, and it's almost similar to making the Spock signal with your hand if you know who Spock is, but you're going to do it like this. You're going to move this middle finger over here. What you want to do is take that disc and put it right in between your two knuckles there, wrap your three fingers around on the bottom, and then wrap that other finger around on the bottom as well. And when you're holding and throwing putters and drivers, they can be different. With the putter, you're going to have a fan grip like this, but with the driver, you're going to have a power grip, and we'll talk about that in a second. So with your putters, you're not going to be flicking and throwing as hard when you release, but first, you have to understand what's happening. So standing from behind me, if I'm standing on the final step of my throw, and I'm going from here, I'm reaching back, but I'm not reaching back here. It's almost like a reach out in front of where your chest is. Because when you reach back, your body is facing sideways from where your disc is going. And what's happening is that you're reaching back and you're turning your chest. I see a lot of people when they play disc golf, I see them pulling in a circle like this. And that comes from reaching back around your body and trying to spin your whole body around. That doesn't work. You can't spin your whole body around and still throw straight for the most part. So the way I do it is that in order to practice getting a nice, clean, straight pull through on the disc, I stand at my feet shoulder length and look down, and then you want to take your back foot and make sure that your toes are in line with your heels on your front foot. So I'm just going to shift my feet a little bit here. And then turn your shoulders when you reach back, and you're going to turn your shoulders again when you come through. It's not pulling your disc to you. You're not pulling or doing anything with the disc until it gets to here. If you can see my arm from the top, it looks like a 90-degree angle like this. So when I get here, I start to activate the muscles in my arm, and that's when I start to really actually start to pull the disc, because then I'm pulling and spinning with my wrist here. And as that happens, you should be following around. What happens with your knees and feet are what we're going to talk about next. All right, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is going to be the X step. Some people call it a run up. So what happens is that you can do it with either 3 steps or 4 steps. With 3 steps, you're going to start with your right foot or your left foot, depending on what arm you throw with. But you're going to start with your right foot, and you're going to go 1. Your left foot or your right foot, depending on what you throw, is going to come behind, and then your last step comes through here. Now what happens here is you're shifting your weight for your disc so that you can use all of your weight in your body to generate power for your disc. You got to start from the ground up and use your legs to bring that power up through your feet, all the way through your core and into your arms to send it to the disc. So if you don't have a good foot technique, you're not going to have a good basis for your throw. So what you should do is practice on getting that down first. Do it like 100 times in your bedroom. Do it when you don't have anything else to do. Just practice that over and over, because footwork is one of the most important things in disc golf. So again, you're going to step over with your right foot, come behind with your second foot, and then when you move here, you're not moving this foot in front of your left foot or your back foot. Your front foot should be up in front of you almost where your knee is. It should be in line with your knee. It should be pointed straight out to the side at a 90-degree angle from where you're throwing. Some people even like to go this way with it and let their toes hit first and then their heel, because that forces them to reach back even further. Some people that do this are Eagle McMahon, Simon Lizotte, I believe Kevin Jones does this as well to really help himself get his reach around. So you can do that to plant feet first, then heel, to really make sure that you're doing it the right way, and to make sure that you're forcing yourself to reach back and come straight through. So just for example, here's a throw real quick. All right, so now we're going to take those pieces and we're going to put them together. This time I'm not throwing my putters, I'm throwing my driver. This is the same Orca you guys have seen me throwing in the last video from last week. So when I do the grip for my driver, it looks a lot different than the putter because it's not a fan grip, it's a power grip. It's the same thing with my hand. See my hand okay? Okay. So what you're gonna do is take your hand like this, the same way as before, and put the disc right there in the middle. The only difference this time is that your fingers don't go flat against the bottom. They're gonna curl in here. And that other finger curls in with it as well. But you still wanna make sure that that sharp edge of the disc is in between these two knuckles here. That's gonna help your wrist not have to bend forward to hold the disc nose down. A lot of people throw with a nose up angle like that. With your drivers, that's gonna be really easy to do. So if you do it like this, stick it in there and wrap all your fingers around. When you hold your wrist straight, instead of holding it down like this, when you hold it straight, you've got an easier nose release angle that's gonna fly straight instead of going up in the sky. All right, so now I'm gonna put all of those pieces together, and I don't think you'll be able to see the disc fly, but hopefully you'll be able to kind of realize what's going on when I throw the disc. And that's in the water. Make sure you give me a like and subscribe. When you subscribe, you are officially a part of the Senders Club here on YouTube. All that is basically just the group of people that subscribe to me. You can follow me on Instagram at Gillys.disc.golf, and I'll be posting here every Tuesday. And if I can't get it out on Tuesday, it'll most definitely be up on Wednesday. I want to give a huge thank you to Team Wild Discs that I'm sponsored with, and my buddy Brock, who's behind the camera. You guys can't see him, but he's helping me out a lot today. And you guys have a great rest of your week, and I hope that you found this video helpful. I'll see you guys next week on Tuesday.